Betrayal is a wound that cuts deeper than any physical pain, leaving emotional scars that may never fully heal. I am the philosophy of Stoicism, where inner strength and self-respect are paramount. Some betrayals should never be excused or overlooked. This isn't about seeking revenge. It's about recognizing when a violation of trust is so profound that it shatters the foundation of meaningful relationships. When someone you trusted, someone who knew your vulnerabilities, your secrets, your true self, turns against you, the damage goes far beyond the act itself. It changes the way you see people, how you trust, and most importantly, how you value yourself. Some betrayals demand complete severance, not reconciliation. Forgiveness can be noble, but not when it comes at the cost of your own well-being. Stoicism teaches us to face reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. And part of that reality is knowing when a line has been crossed, one that can never be redrawn. Today, we're breaking down 3 of the most devastating betrayals in relationships, actions so harmful they should never be forgiven. These aren't minor missteps or misunderstandings. These are deliberate choices that reveal a person's true character, showing a total disregard for trust, loyalty, and dignity. If you want to build emotional strength and protect yourself from toxic people, this is a lesson you can't afford to ignore. But before we begin, take a moment to support this channel. Like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Beyond Vision Mindset to continue your journey towards self-mastery and resilience. Your growth begins with awareness, and by engaging with this content, you take a step closer to becoming emotionally untouchable. Loyalty isn't just a virtue. It's the foundation of all meaningful relationships. Without it, trust collapses, security vanishes, and genuine connection becomes impossible. When someone is disloyal, they aren't simply making a mistake. They are making a conscious decision to prioritize themselves over their commitment to you. Disloyalty comes in many forms. Whether it's a friend who speaks against you in secret, a partner who strays, or a family member who chooses personal gain over integrity. These acts are not accidents. They are reflections of a person's true nature. The Stoics believed in accepting reality as it is while maintaining control over your reactions. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Instead of seeking retaliation or hoping they'll change, the Stoic approach is to accept the truth, detach emotionally, and move forward without them. When a person betrays you in returns of excuses, blaming circumstances, pleading for forgiveness, or even trying to convince you that you're overreacting, recognize this for what it is: manipulation. A pattern of betrayal is not a mistake. It's a statement of character. Forgiving repeated disloyalty only signals that they can do it again without consequences. No matter how much history you share or how deeply you care, once someone has broken their loyalty, they have no place in your inner circle. Stoicism teaches that peace is far more valuable than false companionship. It is better to stand alone with dignity than to surround yourself with people who have no genuine allegiance to you. Seneca once said, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." This means choosing people who uplift you, who remain loyal in your absence, and who act with integrity. Forgiving betrayal may sound virtuous, but in reality, it can be a form of self-betrayal. Tolerating disloyalty teaches you that your own standards don't matter. The strongest move you can make is to cut ties, immediately and without hesitation. Move forward with wisdom, not bitterness. Let go, but never forget. Lies are not just words. They are weapons. They corrode trust, destabilize relationships, and shatter the very foundation of connection. A single lie may seem insignificant, but deception is never isolated. It is a pattern that reveals a person's true nature. When someone deceives you, they aren't merely keeping a secret. They are actively manipulating your perception of reality. That is a betrayal far worse than any single act of wrongdoing. Stoicism teaches that truth is essential to inner peace. Without honesty, there can be no clarity, no stability, and no real trust. A relationship built on deception is like a house built on sand. No matter how strong it appears, it is doomed to collapse. Seneca warned us that a dishonest man spreads falsehoods first to others, then to himself. Those who lie often become trapped in their own web of deception, losing the ability to distinguish between truth and falsehood. But just because they suffer their own consequences does not mean you should suffer with them. When someone chooses to deceive you, they are making a conscious choice. They are prioritizing self-interest over honesty. They are choosing manipulation over integrity. And above all, they are proving that they do not respect you. Respect and deception cannot coexist. The moment someone lies, whether by omission, distortion, or outright falsehood, they are showing you that your trust is disposable to them. And once trust is broken, it rarely, if ever, returns to its original state. Some may argue that everyone lies, that small lies are harmless, that deception is human nature. But Stoicism rejects moral compromise. A lie is never harmless when it breaks the bond between two people. A lie is never insignificant when it forces you to question everything that came before it. Deception is not just about dishonesty, it's about control. The liar seeks to manipulate reality in their favor, often at your expense. And when you tolerate deception, you enable it. Not all betrayals are created equal, but some are so profound that forgiveness is not an option. Disloyalty and deception are not just mistakes. They are choices that reveal a person's true nature. Stoicism teaches us to accept reality, to protect our inner peace, and to surround ourselves only with those who act with integrity. If someone has proven themselves untrustworthy, the strongest move you can make is to walk away without hesitation. Your self-respect is worth more than false companionship. Your inner peace is worth more than an illusion of trust. Betrayal should never be excused, because by forgiving those who do not deserve it, you betray yourself. Now, it's time to take control of your emotional resilience. If you found value in this message, support this channel by liking the video, sharing your thoughts and comments, and subscribing to Beyond Vision Mindset. Your journey towards self-mastery begins here. There will always be those who lie to hide their failures, who deceive for personal gain, who manipulate to escape responsibility. But as someone committed to wisdom and self-discipline, your response must be one of calm detachment. Do not waste your time trying to understand their motives, fix their character, or extract honesty from someone who has already proven they cannot be trusted. Accept the reality of their deception and remove yourself from the situation. Epictetus once said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Those who lie and manipulate do not seek truth, growth, or self-improvement. They believe they are above honesty, and that makes them dangerous. You cannot change them, but you can control how you respond. A person of wisdom does not entertain deceit. They do not allow dishonesty to linger in their life. The moment someone lies to you, recognize it for what it is, a breach of trust. Forgiving dishonesty is not an act of strength. It is an open invitation for more of it. The only way to protect your integrity and peace of mind is to distance yourself from those who choose deception over truth. Trust is a foundation of every meaningful connection. Without it, there is nothing. It takes years to build, seconds to break, and often a lifetime to rebuild, if it can be rebuilt at all. When someone betrays your trust, they don't just damage your faith in them. They fracture the very structure that held the relationship together. And in most cases, once trust is broken, there is no going back. Trust is not just about honesty. It is about consistency, reliability, and integrity. When you trust someone, you allow them into your most vulnerable spaces. You grant them access to your thoughts, emotions, and secrets. So when they betray that trust, whether through lies, disloyalty, or intentional harm, they reveal that they were never worthy of it to begin with. Stoicism teaches us to see human nature as it is, not as we wish it to be. People will act in selfish ways. They will fail us. They will betray us, sometimes without regret. But what defines you is how you respond. Many people make the mistake of believing broken trust can be fully restored, that with an apology, enough time, or proof of change, things can go back to how they once were. But the truth is, trust, once shattered, never returns to its original form. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "When someone wrongs you, do not dwell on their actions, but focus on what you can do in response." And the right response to broken trust is self-preservation, not blind forgiveness. If someone has already shown they are capable of betraying you, why would you give them another chance? Would you drink from a poison well simply because someone assures you the water is now clean? Would you build on a foundation that has already collapsed? When someone chooses deception over honesty, They have already decided what your relationship is worth to them. They have placed their own selfish desires above loyalty, respect, and integrity, and that choice cannot be undone. Even if they apologize, even if they beg for another chance, even if they swear it will never happen again, the damage is already done. You may try to convince yourself things will be different, but deep down, you will always wonder, you will always question, and the weight of that uncertainty is far more exhausting than simply letting go. Some will tell you to forgive and forget, but Stoicism does not teach blind forgiveness. It teaches wisdom, self-respect, and emotional detachment from those who have caused harm. Seneca put it best: "He who pardons the guilty punishes the innocent." By excusing someone who has already broken your trust, you are not just giving them another opportunity. You are setting yourself up for future pain. You are trading your peace of mind for the sake of someone who has already proven they do not deserve it. The Stoic response to betrayal is not revenge or resentment. It is indifference. It is accepting the lesson, setting firm boundaries, and refusing to allow the same betrayal to happen twice. The greatest act of self-respect is knowing when to walk away. Forgiveness should be reserved for mistakes, not for intentional deceit. The truth is simple. If someone truly valued your relationship, they would never have betrayed you in the first place. If they were genuinely loyal, you would not be questioning their actions. The strongest decision you can make is to permanently remove those who have proven untrustworthy from your life. Do not allow broken trust to become a repeated cycle of pain. Move forward. Do not look back. Never allow yourself to be betrayed twice. Not all betrayals deserve forgiveness, and not everyone who apologizes deserves a second chance. Disloyalty, deceit, and broken trust, these are lines that should never be crossed. A person of wisdom does not waste their time with those who have already revealed their true nature. Your peace, your dignity, and your self-respect are worth more than any relationship built on lies. If this message resonates with you, embrace emotional strength and wisdom by subscribing to Beyond Vision Mindset. Like this video, share your experiences in the comments, and let's continue growing stronger together. Remember, the most powerful move is not retaliation. It is indifference. Walk away. Never look back. Build a life where betrayal has no place.